It seems today that all we see are useless magic trailers you can't believe. So where are those informed, honest people who help you choose what to buy? With PropDog you can always rely. PropDog are a team who will always aim to please you. Integrity and service that you can't deny. It's time for PropDog Live!
Hello! That was good.
That was not bad, was it?
That wasn't my first.
That's the best ever.
Yeah. Hello everyone, and welcome to PropDog Live one more time. So from us, and you want to come up? Come on, come say hello.
Oh.
You're sitting there wanting to come up. Hello. Are you going to behave? Yes, good boy. No chewing. So right, we hope everyone is well, COVID-free, healthy, and all ready to go. So come on. I need the mouse. I need the mouse area. Come on, you come over. Right, you have the pad. I'll have a close-up pad. Right, okay, stay.
Oh.
There we go. Right, okay, so as usual, a bit of a rush to get ready. It's all running around and doing this and doing that, and it's like, oh my God, it's 4 o'clock. So, right, let's have a look, see who was first. Guys, we are going to try and make it a fairly short live today. We're going to try and keep to around about an hour-ish, because we've both got a lot of things to do still to get on. So, yeah, we're going to go a little bit quicker than normal, as if I don't speak fast enough already. And
You're a bit harsh on yourself with that speaking fast.
I do speak fast.
Okay.
Really?
Maybe I'll speak fast.
I mean, I could speak nice and slowly and clearly. A bit more like a television presenter and a newsreader. But I just like to speak really fast as I can because
You don't like the
like, I mumble.
drama.
I mumble enough as it is. My problem is I have too much going on in my head that I want to get out faster than I can actually speak. And I mumble and everything. Right, guess who's first?
Frank. No. It's not. It can't. It can't be the Finn that is Southgate.
The Finn monster.
The Finn Meister. Has he done it?
We're going to
He
call
did.
him. Right, from now on, he's no longer Finley Southgate. He's now Finley First. Finley First. So congratulations, Finley First, and hello, mate. Pete Meacham second. He says hello, everybody. Mario's there. Amber, Ifty, Matthew, TF5 Friday. Robert Van Buren is there. He says hi, PropDoggers. Frank Valenti. Hello, dude, over in Florida. Frank from Florida. Florida Frank. He says, hey Pop Dudes, happy Friday. Kenny says, yippee, it's Pop Dog Friday. Adam Bonus says hello. Bobo says, or something like that. Nemid there says, howdy tricks, howdy hounds. Nemid, your pad is off to print, mate. Hopefully it should be back on Monday. I got a message from them saying it's been printed, it should be here Monday. So we should be able to get the pad made Monday, dry by Tuesday and sent off to you, so you should get it Wednesday. Torrance there says hello. John Middleton, Brian, Andrew Vaughan, Andy Tingley. A fantastic Friday, and Andrew Vaughan says. Andy Tingley says, good afternoon, man, hounds and birds. What about Alex? Thank you for the wash.
Oh, thanks. I'd like to say I do identify as one of those.
You're one of them.
Oh, one of them.
One of them.
Come the census, I shall identify as either a man, a hound, or a bird.
Rebecca says, she says, yay, it's Friday, best part of the week without a doubt. Thank you, Rebecca. And you seem quite happy as well, don't you? Go on.
Oh, we got the face tracking. We got the face tracking.
Oh, not back on again. Right, okay, you read some comments. I'm going to try and get rid of that. Why does it keep coming on? It's like
every week.
Keep turning it off and it keeps coming back on again. So
thanks, Ifty, for letting us know, because we were being completely.
Are you seeing the menu? Is everyone else seeing the menu here?
Everyone's seeing the menu.
Oh, well,
everyone's loving the
There we
menu.
go. Well, let's go down.
Tracky box on your head.
Where is it?
Face fingers on.
there.
You'll have to leave Jason from the intro. Now he is left, says Robert Van Buren. Oh well, he's going to be a guest though now and again. I think that's fine. Yes, Torrent. Face around the boxes.
There we are. Let's do that. There we are.
If everyone can remember exactly how Dave just got to that, that would be great for next week.
Is,
because every week you go through about 5 menus to find the right one.
I keep turning it off, and it turns off, and then for whatever reason, it just pops back on again.
They've seen it now live. They've seen it has turned off.
Sony, if you're watching, watch the fix, sort it out. Yeah, or give me a new camera. Yeah. Right, stay, lie down. Good boy, stay there. Jim Hathy says, I'm here live from Ashtabula in Ohio. Hello, Jim.
That sounds nice. Sounds nice.
Sounds nice, nicer than here.
Does sound nice. Hounslow.
Yeah, Hounslow. Yeah. Although I officially live in Twickenham, Twickenham, don't you know?
Have you got a Twickenham?
Yeah.
This is a Twickenham postcode, isn't it?
No. Well, it's a TW, but
Oh, yeah.
that side of the road is Twickenham. Right. This side of the road is Hounslow.
Ah,
so that side and this side are completely different with different boroughs and councils and police and all that kind of stuff, literally divided by the road. So I live maybe 200 metres away in Twickenham, but I work in Hounslow. Martin says, happy Friday, I hope you're all doing well. And thank you, Martin. And we are all doing very well, thank you. Hi, everyone, says Otto, I love the new tables. Thank you, Otto. Yeah, so we've been releasing tables now for a couple of weeks. We started with a few different prototypes, managed to get those working. As new tables arrived, some were good, some weren't good, some were suitable, some weren't. But we've slowly been working through the ones that are, and we now have them all ready. So we now have a total of 5 tables. So we have the TV table, the little one we showed last week. We have
We've got the other Super Deluxe at the other end.
Well, no, we had the bistro table, didn't we? The metal bistro table with the single leg in the middle that can be dual layer, dual height. And now we have 3 other tables. In fact, let's show you them now. Yeah. So I put them on the website earlier, so some of you may have seen them. We did a quick video as well. Otto was the first to comment on those. Yeah, if I just go and set that light, you just do a couple more tables.
A couple more tables. I'll do a couple more tables.
You couple more comments. I'll quickly set up the last table, and then we can show everybody the new tables if anyone is interested.
Hi Otto, lovely to see it. Yes, the new tables are absolutely fantastic. We've got a massive range. I'm sure my boat is going to be nothing but tables from now on. Dave is getting them all ready.
There we are.
TFI Friday, I'm here for Dave's breakdancing on the close-up table, says Nigel Quinton. Well, Nigel, so if you're really lucky, we might get the pole dancing sorted for later. We'll do PropDog pole dancing lessons.
So obviously some people have actually seen the tables on the videos. If you haven't, then this is what they look like. There we go. So we have this one here, which is, where's it gone? There. That one there is the deluxe one. Now that one we have an option for a curtain that goes all the way around. In fact, you hold that. The curtain can go all the way around. They're all fold up tables, and this is the one that everyone was saying I was breakdancing on. This one you can literally sit on, you can dance on, you can put all your weight on it. Really, really sturdy, and we can put a curtain around there. These can come off, by the way. You don't need to keep these on there. That's just to protect the legs when they're folded up. And then we have this one and this one over here. Can you see those? Move out of the way. That's the heavy one. This is the lightest at 5.5 kilos.
Just show that one out yet. So that one's got that one's rectangular, isn't it? That's the rectangular one.
Yeah. So to fold them up, that's what you have to do. And that one is kind of long and thin, if you like, very rectangular. And then we have the final one, which I really like the look of. It's a good looking table, especially in this lovely blue. So that is it's a wood table. I think it's bamboo effect or bamboo on the bottom there, but that folds up just kind of like that, and boom, there we are. Nice and light, very nice, and all fairly cheap. So if you get a regular table, if you were to buy a regular performance close-up table, you're going to pay around £150–200. And that's just for the small kind of fold up one. So these are all about the same price. So a good quality table at a reasonable price. I mean, we don't want to charge too much and we don't want to charge too little. So we hit just about right. So we make like 30 quid profit of each one. But if they were to be sold through a distributor, you'd be paying £400 for one of those. So, but yeah, they're nice little tables and great for those people who want something a little bit bigger than a close-up pad, or if you've got a local magic club and you want to have a little competition table or something, they're perfect for that.
I'll tell you what, that deluxe table for a club will be brilliant, because what have you got? You've got your church halls and your clubhouses where you meet. You can just store that with where they store all of the chairs out the way. Yeah. Set that up, and it's perfect for that.
Yeah, especially if you get a curtain for the front. Now the curtains are expensive. The curtains are more expensive than the table, but the curtains take nearly 5 hours to make, and we have to do it's about 5 meters of velvet, because a curtain obviously has ripples in it. So we have to do a long part of velvet, which itself is £15–20 a meter. So yeah, the curtains are very expensive, but they are a beautiful touch. In fact, if you go onto the website, you'll see a custom one that we did for Craig Petty and his Magic TV, and you can see what it looks like with the curtain around it. So yeah, as I said, I'm aiming those more at the kind of magic clubs and societies that may want a kind of a prime table for the front.
So yeah, South London Magic. We can have the logo in the middle of the table. On the top would be perfect for the close-up competitions and so on. Yeah.
So you can do plain, you can do logos, or we can do one of the pads we already do. So for example, you could have an overlook design on it, or you could have a wooden design if you really want to go that route. But for clubs, I think their logos will look best on it. So lie down, lie down, lie down, Lie down. Lie down. Right. So Nigel says Tier 5 PropDog Friday. I'm here, Dave breakdancing.
Yep.
I'm here for Dave breakdancing on the tables. Squareface PropDog says Handy Tingly. Jason somebody says school's out for the week and I'm on the live.
Oh, must be another young.
I don't know, but
young new magician there.
Somebody
finishing
called
school.
James. I mean, it's obviously not Jason. It's obviously not Jason that works here, because Jason would be on the work account because he would still be working here. I mean, Jason is officially still working here. He should still be working for another.
He wouldn't have nipped off and started another job on the odd day.
Jason's on furlough. Jason's on furlough. He can have time out.
Missing you, mate. Hope it went well.
What? Oh yes, I forgot. Yeah, he did his
first
his
live.
introduction. His introduction?
Yeah, induction.
Induction
Whatever.
to school. Yeah. Jason went to school. Jason went. Ben Allen says, "Did you get bullied, Jason? Were all the kids bullying you by any chance?" Ben Allen
He's
says,
got a nickname. I bet he's got a nickname already.
Actually,
what do they call you? What do they call you?
Whitey. Oh, look at Whitey! He's our new teacher. Which has been nice as well. We could have had some dodgy names.
It's much better than what we call him.
Behind his back, yeah. Jonas says, hello all, your faces tracking is on. Yeah, we just figured that one out. So, Rich Relish says, the boxes around your face looks like a sniper game.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
And maybe we should turn it into a Sniper Friday.
Well, I think Jonas should have to drink, obviously, for the face recognition boxes. That's definitely a drink.
Every time they go on, Jonas has a drink. Can you hear that? Funny noises outside, that was all. Yeah. So, would you like my new cup, by the way?
That's a very nice cup. Where did you get that cup? Can you buy those in the shops?
Friend of mine called Charlie. Yes, the same Charlie who sent us the card up there. Yes,
Oh, you've got a friend called Charlie.
Friend called Charlie.
Pretty good
Female,
card.
yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
And
So, if you're watching, cheers, Charlie. Very cool cup. So, Charlie is, I would say, an up-and-coming, budding magician. Yes. And,
Yeah.
yes.
Now, I haven't met Charlie, but she made an impression on Mila, because Mila remembers Charlie. So she must have done something right.
Absolutely, yeah. Jonas says, he's done that one already. Rich says, the boxes, we've done that one already. Stephen Blair says, did I beat Finley? No chance. Not Finley first. Nigel says, thank you for the Tom Mullica DVD prize. I need to win 2 more giveaways for the set. Han says, hi Aki, hi Bobo, and yes, hi Dave. Hi Alex, nice to see you all. Colin Underwood, hello buddy, I hope you're well mate, it's been a while. He says, Dave saying hi from down in South Africa. So Colin's a good friend of mine. We spent quite a bit of time in Dubai working together. So yeah, good bloke. Finley says, I think this is my first record now for how many weeks on the run I've got first. Yeah, all right, Finley.
God, dear.
Just he's Finley first now. Just
He doesn't have to brag, does he?
Chris Watts says, happy Friday, Prop Doggers. He says, happy Friday. Chris says, or Christopher says, rainbow chips turned up yesterday. Having lots of fun with them. Afternoon says Walter. Brian says, in a few years, Finley won't want to be known for coming first all the time. Mark says, hi from Central Florida. Rebecca, I can't believe how big Aki is now. Oh, tell me about it. He's getting really big, aren't you, buddy? Getting a big boy. Yes. Josh says, hey guys, not long until I can come into the shop. 12th of April, mate. 12th of April. Dean there says, afternoon gents, I'm sitting on a box with Razza chained up so he can't. Yeah, good gag him or something, yeah, bless him. He's a nice guy, Razza. He's been in the shop many times, but yeah, I don't think he quite knows the, I'd say, etiquette for live shows yet. Yeah. George says, afternoon PropDog team. Hope you and everyone are tuning in and keeping well. Nemeth says, cool, might be adding a practice table to the order. Well, Nemeth, we can always do the table with your logo as well, mate. Now we've got it all sorted. Dean says, comment loads this week. Jake says, how's the boat, Alex?
Well, you know what? There was a bit of a storm, and I survived.
Whoa!
But a tree did fall down on the boat behind mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So I was a narrow escape.
And tell everyone how you woke up in France this morning and had to get the ferry back. Yeah.
No, it was all right. I didn't get wet. I had to. I have got rather a lot of tarpaulin over most of my boat to stop it from leaking at the moment. But yeah, the tree narrowly missed the boat, and that would have been a scary moment.
And now, because we have a PropDog YouTube account, and everyone uses the PropDog YouTube account, I also happen to have a lot of things pop up in my my feed of things that might be of interest. And there's been quite a lot of stuff popping up. Quite a lot of stuff popping up about stabilising boats and and different. I can't even remember the names for these things, but
yeah. So part of the problem is I actually got a call from the neighbours because the back of my boat, basically my bottom's slapping the water too hard, or the water's slapping my bottom too hard, and it's keeping them awake at night.
Are you sure it's not your neighbours slapping your bottom keeping you awake? I've seen your neighbours.
I hope you're watching, Ross. Hello. So because the ballast has shifted, or I put the ballast back exactly how it was when I got the boat, but because the layout has changed, the ballast needs to move around a bit. But there is methods of stabilising the boat using other things. So there you go. So apart from having bottom slapping issues, everything's fine.
Right, okay. Well, there you go, Jake. There's your answer. Finley says, Josh, there are two of them, you know. Nick says, better with the face detection off. George says, currently sitting making my own gaff cards. Oh, good stuff, George. George Wu says, hi. George from Beltsville, Maryland. Wow, another American over there. So I think we've got about 5 or 6 regulars now that all join us from the States. So we're getting big over there.
Well, yeah, no, but it's funny. Well, I think because we ship the same day, it almost equals out if they buy it from someone else who doesn't have it in stock in America.
Oh yeah. I mean, well,
So
even companies that do have it in stock. So we get a lot of customers. Let's say, for example, in California, who order something from, let's say, Tannins in New York. Tannins will ship it at the same time as us, and we can get it there quite often before New York. I don't know why. It's something to do with the US Postal Service, but yeah. But we're getting bigger and bigger in America.
So
PropDog USA coming up soon. Yeah.
Does that mean?
I'm going to move down to Texas and have a nice.
I wouldn't mind a place in Florida. I have to say.
Florida would be quite nice. I mean.
That's why you retire though, isn't it?
Yeah, but Florida's more of a hurricane place, you know. You've got a lot of flooding down there, hurricanes, and houses are more expensive. But you go somewhere like Texas, I can sell my little 3-bedroom bungalow over here, and with that, I can get probably a 6-bedroom detached house with an acre of land and a jetty onto the water.
Okay.
Doesn't matter for you.
I'll sell my boat over.
Dude, you're staying here.
I'll sell my
You're
boat
running
over.
PropDog England. I'm going across there.
Great, that's the way it will be.
I wish. In my dreams. Chris Watts, hello mate. He says, hi Dave, watching your glass routine. Amazing. Cool, that was a few years ago. That was 20 odd years ago, I think now. Do you mind me sharing what glass production you use there? And are there any other glass productions of a full glass you could recommend? Thanks. Okay, so Chris, that whole routine, there was nothing in it that was a move or routine or production of any kind that wasn't mine. So everything on there was all made up myself. So I didn't sort of look at something and think, I'm using the Kirk production or whatever. So the way I did the glass production on that is I had a little champagne glass, a little cap on it that I made from, it's actually the, I used to use Fukini manipulation balls, and they came in a tube, and it was the cap for that tube that fitted nicely over the actual glass itself. The whole glass was wrapped in a silk, the same colour as the silk I produced. I think it was yellow. And I had it into a dove harness. I did dove magic back then. I had it in a little dove pocket inside there with a little dove loop inside, and I had a PK magnet. Okay, and on the dove loop, rather than putting my finger through like a dove loop and pulling it out, all I had to do was come up here like that, and the magnet inside attached to the PK magnet, and I was able to do that kind of production like that to produce the glass. So yeah, and as I revealed the glass from the actual silk, I was pulling the silk from the glass that was covering that, so the two silks are the same colour, so you didn't see those two silks there. I hope that makes sense. If you want a complete breakdown of it, please do feel free to email me, and I'll run you a breakdown of everything I did on there. Mario says, have you had a chance to see Kinetic Mental Dice? Wondering how it compares with the Anverdi dice. I know it links with a phone app, etc. But from the pics I've seen, it seems like the thumper is covered with shrink wrap, maybe not final production version. I feel like I'd rather go for the Anverdi dice because all components look so well made, even though it has less functions. PS, that restored deck you posted looks brilliant. Okay, so first of all, have you seen it?
I haven't seen it in the flesh. No, I've seen a few things that Marc Antoine has sent me. Looks very nice. Looks brilliant. Looks like lots of functionality. I think it's pretty much the same. I wouldn't say the Murphy's Anverdi dice is necessarily better made, better packaged.
Yeah, definitely better packaged. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's better made. I think if you want to go for the real ultimate dice version, I'd fork out for the Kinetic Mental dice. Hand on heart.
I would say support Marc Antoine as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He's a lovely guy, and if you want to know more, just contact Marc Antoine.
Yeah,
He's always got back to me pretty sharpish.
right. And the restored deck you posted looks brilliant. Restored deck.
The Moby deck.
Oh right, yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Restored deck, yeah. So we have looked into those actually. So funny enough, it was we were talking about Charlie earlier. Charlie is Wayne Goodman's daughter. And it was Wayne's Moby deck that I restored. So Wayne was asking if I can restore them. I said I have an old one I can send you. So I restored my one, sent it to him, and then I offered to do his one as well, so he's got a backup because they're really hard to get hold of. So that was his. We restored and sent back to him, and we were discussing whether it is still available because it's such a great effect, and it is available through Chaz Pro Magic. But they don't have any in stock, haven't had any in stock for a long time, and I queried about buying the rights to it so maybe we can produce it because it's a great effect. They wouldn't be willing to do that at the moment. They are hoping to produce more, so a bit of a shame. But if you haven't seen it, do check out the Moby deck. It's said only available from them now. You can't get it anywhere else, even though you may see it on some other sites from a long time ago that's now discontinued or out of stock. You can literally only get it from them. It's very heavy, so it takes a bit of cost in shipping, but it's well worth it. I used to use it for a long time in my gigs. Really good reactions. Anthony says, when are you going to make a table with a drawer? We can make one, Anthony. Thing is, originally all the tables we had were produced by Five of Hearts Magic. So Colin Rose used to make these exquisite, beautiful tables, but now Sharon's unfortunately passed away and he's wrapping up the business. So he would make those drawers by hand from scratch. Okay, he's a brilliant woodworker. Now we don't have the woodworking equipment and I would say skills as well. I mean, we're quite skillful doing some wood stuff, but nowhere near the level of Colin. So he would produce these things from scratch, where for us it's better to buy a product off the shelf and convert it. So all these tables you see, we don't make the tables themselves, we actually buy a table and we convert it. The only one we actually make ourselves is the Magic Circle one, the kind of oval shaped, it's more of a, no, it's actually more of a game controller shape. So kind of, if you imagine.
What do you know about game controllers?
I have a.
It's like a PS4 controller.
I have a PS3 at home. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So that one we do make from scratch. Okay, but it's a lot longer. But there's not that much woodworking involved in that. It's a case of cutting the actual wood to shape is the hardest part. So if you do want a table with drawers, the best thing you could do is to find a set of tables. A table with a drawer online somewhere that has a wooden surface and that look nice. Send us the link to that. We can then purchase that for you, upholster it, turn it into a lovely close-up pad with the drawer, and then you're going to get a much better quality one than if we just make it ourselves. So yeah, that's the best bet to do if you want to, Anthony. If you want to drop us an email, we can discuss it a bit further anyway. Razza's there. Hello, Razza. Keep it down, Razza. Just a couple of comments when necessary. Otto says, regarding the deluxe table, what colour options are there for the curtain around the table? Any colour, Otto, any colour. So at the moment we're just using black velvet on it, but for example the blue teal colour you saw on there, we can make it out of that. We can make it out of any of the colours we have the close-up pads for. So if you go to one of the pad pages, you'll see a list of materials and fabrics and colours. We can use any of those, or if you want a specific colour we don't have, just let us know. We'll order that in and then do it. It's easier to order in curtain fabric or velvet because it's a long piece. If someone says I want a close-up pad that big in a lilac velvet, it's difficult for us to order a small piece and we've got to order a large bit in. But when we're doing curtains, because we need about 5 meters, we can order it in a bulk, no problem at all. So yeah, we can use any fabric you want. You can always just send us a colour swatch, or if you find the actual fabric you want, do that. Or if you had the fabric yourself and you want to send it to us, we can do that as well. It's not worth custom printing on a curtain because of the wavy effect. You'll never see any images on it. Right, Raza says, hello George from the UK, Raza. Jonas says, nice tables, thank you Jonas. Nigel says, table fringe an option? Yeah, anything like that. If you want any fringes, if you want extra wadding, if you want a magnet put in the middle, anything you want extra that we don't do, just email us, we can do it all for you. It's the advantage of making it themselves. Stephen Bear says, I know that you guys don't mind shameless plugs. I've started doing YouTube videos aimed at performers and working magicians. Stephen, we only do plugs for people we like, unfortunately. So yeah, we can't do anything like that for you because that's the way it is, mate. No, I'm only kidding. So yeah, absolutely. We're always happy to plug any of our customers and give them some publicity. So yeah, Stephen, please do feel free to post your link on here, mate. Jason says, Raza, you're officially allowed 5 comments on today's thread, starting from now. Whoop whoop, it's the PropDog police. Aki's adorable, says Amber, getting big now. You are getting big, aren't you, buddy? You're getting big. He's able to play with the bigger dogs in the park now.
Oh, yeah.
Clear him off, says Nick Avcock. Stephen says, I posted a video on 3 DVDs all workers need to check out. Features Gary Jones, Lee Smith, Mark James and some French guy. Check it out there. So yeah, he jumped the gun and posted the link, but we're happy with that anyway. Yeah, please do check out the link. So, yeah.
Who's the French guy? Are we going to guess?
Some French guy. Can people check it out?
Oh, I wonder who the French guy is.
Well, if he's French and a friend of Gary and Lee and Mark, he's probably going to be Etienne. But then why would he say some French guy?
Yeah, that's what I don't know.
Yeah. Mario says, last week you mentioned being invited to perform at Buckingham Palace. Did you perform Ring Fight Revolution with the Queen's crown? No, I didn't perform to the Queen. I performed in the presence of a Queen. In other words, she was somewhere over there chatting to all the important people while I was sitting there performing to the less important people. But yeah, that would have been good, wouldn't it? James says, Dave, if money were no object, what would you do with PropDog? Oh, money was no object. Right, I will get a much bigger place with more space in here. I will get a massive workshop downstairs filled with a lot better equipment. I'll get some engineers in who are metalworking engineers, specialist engineers. I'll get a woodworker in. I would pretty much have a shop with aisles up and down and shopping trolleys, and I would be the largest supermarket for magic in the world.
Any pay rise for staff, tool, maybe?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Alright,
of course.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
No, I would. I'd probably put your wages up to maybe £2-3 an hour, depending how hard you work. Yeah, but that's a long way off yet. So, James, hope that helps. I would also create the most incredible effects. And as money's no object, he did say money's no object. It will be the most expensive effects sold for a really ridiculously cheap price to lose money because money's no object.
That's nice.
Nigel says pre-ordered Richard Young's Torn and Restored. See them now on PropDog site. Yes, they are. And some cheeky bugger on the on YouTube turned around and says, I can't believe they're dropping frames in the change to make it look faster. And we got quite angry with that, so we made a little video to prove that they weren't dropping frames and they were that fast. Do you want to show it? We'll talk about it now if you want.
We can talk about it now.
Yeah, let's have a chat. We've got 99 people watching, so may as well make use of it. Aki, stay. Look at that. Well trained.
Well done. Oh yeah. So basically, yeah, you can. This isn't.
Are you going to do the whole?
I'm not going to do the whole. I'm going to rip it up though.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen it. I've only seen you do the restore, so I haven't seen this part.
Yeah. So this is.
I'm going to watch it like here on the camera, so I can see what everyone else sees.
Okay. So this is. So I've watched the tutorial. I spoke to Richard this afternoon. It was a great tutorial. He teaches how to. I'll run through how he teaches it, but he teaches. They mentioned doing a nice. Torn and restored routine similar to David Williamson's torn and restored card. So obviously I'd say, is that your card? 6 of clubs, but I would have already forced a different card on you by this point. And you can then rip it up like so. How's it looking?
Good. Do you want me to zoom in?
Yeah, you probably zoom in on the...
There you go. Yeah, let me just move that down a bit. There you go.
Zoom in on this bit. This bit is a bit fiddly. I hope this works because there you go.
Oh, looking good.
So that's the restore.
I didn't notice doing it before that the card changed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's so. The reason I did that was because I was playing with it today. So obviously you can have the King of Diamonds. You can force some King of Diamonds on them, or whatever the card might be, then tear it up and then restore it, which is fantastic effect. But one such idea on the DVD, on the tutorial download, is to do something sort of similar. It's very Dave Williamson Torn and Restored card-esque, where you get the card wrong, you can pull the card out of the envelope, it'll fit nice and flat in an envelope, look like one card, put it out, says that your card, they say no, you rip it up and transform it into the right card.
Awesome. And speaking about playing around with it earlier, which you were,
Yeah.
do it.
Ah, no, you see,
Huh?
right.
What do we know? That looked great.
It did look great.
But what?
So talking to Richard, that idea was apparently, so Bob invented, so this was in a magazine in the 60s, or was it in a magazine, or was it in a book by Brother John Hammond? And he had a small card, miniature card, and he'd throw it up in the air and it would turn into a big card. Mm-hmm. That got taken on, Bob played with it, lots of other people played with it, and that bit that I showed you is done by someone else. So Richard told me this morning that they've...
you can't show them that.
So I don't want to show them that, but the point is, it's a very versatile gimmick. So you could use it for just appearances, under things, all that sort of thing. So you could have a card that would appear under something smaller. So card under something smaller, and you lift it up, and the whole card would be there.
That's nice. Yeah.
So basically, you can have something that's a quarter of the size of a card. You can actually reveal that a card's under it, and it will open up. You can do productions. You can do a card, something like a card to glass effect.
We now have 101 people sitting at home going, God, what's that thing with the glass? Sorry, guys. All right, no worries.
But it's brilliant. I mean, I've had lots of fun with it, and it's more than basically, Torn and Restored is the effect that it's sold with, and it is what it's designed for.
How long did it take you to learn that? Or to get it?
Right, okay, so this is it. So the tutorial is very, very thorough.
Of course it is. It's Richard Young.
It's brilliant. It's him and Harry de Cruz. And so to do the version I did, so this is the quick, very easy setup that I learnt. 5 minutes. Basically, 5 minutes. It is pretty much...
Well, that's not good, unless it takes 2 days to learn. I'm not interested.
Like that, and then it's all quite actually. So it's very similar to a Torn and Restored newspaper.
Right. Okay.
And then Harry de Cruz talks about one which is even quicker to set up, and you don't need. You might have noticed when I did my restore, I had to put my fingers in a certain place. You can get away with not doing that at all. And if you're watching the trailer, that's how Ashley, is it? I think her name's Ashley, who does it. And that just takes a little bit longer to set up the first time. Okay. After that, it's the same time, but the first time it takes a bit longer to set up. Because I wanted to play with it, I decided not to skip the longer setup.
And how much is it?
$49.99.
Okay, it's a little pricey, brilliant. But it is very, very well made, and it has to be pricey because if you tried to make one of those, it'll take you about 2 hours to make, and what's your time worth per hour?
Yeah, and he talks a lot about how to look after it, everything. I mean, it really is really good. I hate flap cards as well, but
flap cards? What's that got to do with things?
Oh yeah.
Right. For any lay people that are watching, flap cards are basically like cards that you flap yourself with to cool yourself down. You see, that's what a flap card is.
I mean, it is actually. I really want to do the card. It's really good. Yeah. It's really good. I love it. I've been playing with it, and I'm going to take it home this weekend and see what I come up with.
Right, don't sink it. Right. Simone says, hey guys, is there any routines with gaff coins, brackets, shell, flipper, Cooper Silver, in the coins and other fables book from Lewis Per...
Are there any routines with gaff coins, shell, flipper?
Parahita?
Yeah, no Cooper Silver. Gosh, I can't remember at Cooper Silver, and I don't think there's a flipper. There is one with shell. He does a wonderful coins across with a sponge, which is absolutely brilliant. I do it, and that involves a shell. But yeah, it's a brilliant book. Brilliant book. If you got it's different coin stuff as well, so it's really good. Really good. If you've got if you want to branch out into coin magic, I'd highly recommend it.
Okay. Scott Farrington says, hey guys, how's tricks? I hope all is well. I ordered Invisible Deck and some loops last week, hoping they'll come tomorrow, so they've still not got them after a week. Now, I know we've had some delays still with Royal Mail, but you should have got it by now. So I can't look on here to check now while we're on the live, but Jason, who's sitting at home, could quickly log on and just make sure the order went out and was shipped and everything. So if you can have a look at that, Jason. If not, yeah, drop us an email, Scott, and if it's not there by Monday, we'll look into it and see what's happening. But if need be, we can just resend it out to you. Jason said, I've had one hell of a day. First hurdle was to overcome them referring to me as Jace the Ace, as they all bloody know me. Then I taught English, maths, guided reading, art and netball. Very similar to a day at PropDog.
How do you combine art and netball?
Although, unfortunately, the netball wasn't on fire. I'm trying to work out, or I was trying to work out the other day why netball videos were popping up on my YouTube feed as well as the stabilisation boats, and that is obviously why. So Jason's obviously gone on YouTube using our account and searched how to play netball.
No, I do quite like watching netball.
Yeah. Do you play netball?
No, just like watching it.
Why is that?
Definitely a spectator
Why
sport.
is that? Is that because of all the men that play?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like the squeaky sound of the squeaky shoes on the court.
Roy Brownlow says, dogs guarding the phone, question mark. Dogs guarding the phone? What's that about? Dogs guarding the phone? Don't know what you mean on that one, Roy. Amber says, Dave, your monitor is giving me anxiety. Every time Bobo flies off, it's so close to the edge, it bounces when she moves. The stand is off the back. No, that's all right. There's plenty of room on that one. That's why I normally have it. Andy says, bet you wish you were at PropDog instead. Otto says, did you say that you need help setting a netball all on fire? Yeah, no, it's more to blow it up, Otto. So, you know, maybe if you want to come across and blow up Jason's netball court at school, that'd be funny. Simon says, afternoon all. Sorry for being late. These people being late, I don't know. I could bring a note from my mum. Has anyone got a spade? Adam says, hi guys, is it right my grandfather's cap is being posted today? Grandfather's the spinning cap. Yeah, spinning top.
I don't know, possibly. I don't know. Well, it's not out till Monday, is it?
Yeah, Monday. Yeah. Jason says, and Ari, me being removed from the intro, it's my voice. I'll never leave. I'll be working happily for PD until the end of the month, and will no doubt be on post exit. Post exit. Not sure what that is, but I'm giving Jason about 2 months. Before he has a mental breakdown and goes, who's going to have my job back? I want to come back. I hate children now.
We've got a sweepstake on the board behind Jason, so you know that. So we know when you're coming back, mate.
Yeah, half the people in this state think he's going to be back in about 2 days. Razar says, thank you, David, for me saying I'm a nice guy. You're most welcome. Well, you are a nice guy, Razar. Just don't post too much, because then you become not such a nice guy. You become an annoying guy, because you take over everyone's posts. One, says Jason.
He's counting Raz's comments.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right, okay, yeah, good call. Andy says, guess who got COVID off their cat? Me. Ow.
I don't know how you get COVID from a cat. I don't want to.
Woof, woof. Right, Frank says, I'll run into the shop if you open it in Florida. Hurricanes are not too big an issue. Good to know. We've got someone there ready to go.
Yeah.
Who knows the stuff as well. Charlie says, Pirates Day. Wait, it's P-Day.
P-Day, because you told him he was lazy last week. So.
Yeah. Next week it's going to be Day. Ben Allen says, do you stock flash sand by any chance, or is that a special effect item? And do you get a good visual from it? Right, so flash sand does not exist, Ben, so I don't know where you come up with flash sand from, but we do flash powder, which is maybe where you're getting confused. Flash powder is basically like an aluminium powder, and if you put it in flash wool or flash paper, it makes it spark. So if you go to any of our flash product pages, you'll see a quick video there with me giving a demonstration of what different things do. You'll see it on there. But yeah, it's flash powder, not flash sand. Pete Donnelly says, Dave, you seem to have a flying carpet on the counter. Hello, mate. I hope all is well. Chris says, thank you very much for sharing your glass production, Dave. Very much appreciated. My pleasure, Chris. Mario says, thanks for the advice on the kinetic mental dice, chaps. You most welcome. Ronnie, hey, hello, buddy. He goes, what is a Moby deck, please? Moby deck, Ronnie, is it's a deck that is, think of an Omni deck, but out of solid brass. You've got all the lovely lines on it. It's a white deck. You've got a playing card stuck to the top, playing card stuck to the bottom. So when you're holding it, it looks like just a regular pack of cards, but it's really heavy. I mean, really heavy. So what I used to do on mine is I'd approach a table. I have about 5 or 6 cards on top, just do a few overhand shuffles on it and just sort of chat to people. So right, you know, I need somebody to pick a card. In fact, sir, would you like to help? In fact, yeah, you can shuffle those as well. And as I did that, I'd palm off the top bunch. and give him the rest of the block. So when they hold his hands out, you just drop it in the hands, and the hands, without fail, every time goes thump on the table really hard, and it's that lovely effect you get from it. And there's another lovely little effect which Wayne Goodman was telling me about, is where you have 3 card boxes on the table. 2 of them are empty, okay, and the one on top has the Moby Dick in. And the idea is, you say to somebody, take so let's say 3 boxes. There you go. 3 boxes, okay. Only the top one has the Moby Dick in it. And you say to somebody, can you just grab all 3 boxes like that and lift it up? Which they do, no problem, and everything feels fine with the weight. He then says, okay, now pick up the top box, and they go to pick up the top box, and because the top box is the same weight and the other ones are empty, people have this kind of psychological thing where they go to do it and they really struggle to lift it up, and apparently some people almost can't lift it up because the psychological thing of that's 3 decks, oh, that's 1. It's very weird. So yeah, a lovely little effect on that as well.
Could you do that with our nuts?
The PropDog nuts.
Because there'd be 3 nuts, and they'd be easy
Yeah,
to
yeah,
they'll
you
be
could
the
do
same
that.
weight,
Yeah,
and then you
cool.
could pick up the top one, and you might get the same
And the
effect.
PropDog hammers, you can
You can do
balance
the PropDog
hammers.
hammer, you can balance
Wherever
the
they are,
hammer,
yeah,
yeah.
around somewhere, yeah. So yeah, that's what a Moby Dick is. But yeah, it's a great little gimmick. Another thing to do if you're on a table that you can't chip or damage, which I quite often do, is I sit there and shuffle the cards like that. Again, I palm the cards off like that, and as I reach in to grab my pen, I drop it on the table and go, whoo, and you've got that huge clunk on the table, and everybody around on the table will just suddenly look at you if they're not paying attention, and it's a good way of getting your customers' undivided attention. Talking of Wayne Goodman, the amazing Wayne Goodman.
So yeah, so Wayne, it was a fair few years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, quite a few years ago. Yeah. Well, he had first of all he had the first version out, wasn't it? And then that's the second version, I think, the
Yep.
reprint.
Now I knew it because he actually did. I mean, he's up north, isn't he? Where does he live?
No, he lives up in Peterborough, Newmarket, Cambridge, that kind of way.
Yeah, that's okay. All right,
That's
okay.
not north. That's Midlands.
Right, it's a fair while
East,
out.
east, kind of east.
I know, but he actually had a residency at a local pub.
All right. Yeah.
Which is down in London. But so he really does know how to get a residency
Oh.
in a restaurant or in a pub or in a chain or anything. And this is his book, The Expert at the Restaurant Table, which we've got in, haven't we? We've got 4 copies.
Yes. So Wayne, if you don't know, is a consummate, I won't say restaurant worker, but residency worker. He's got residencies all over the place, and doing it for so long, Wayne knows his stuff. I mean, many of you would have seen him perform at Blackpool or wherever, but yeah, really, really good. And he's got all that knowledge put into a couple of books. And they sold out quite some time ago. Haven't been available for quite a while, but as a little thank you gift for doing the Moby Decks, Wayne very kindly sent me the last few batches or the last few editions that you had at home that no one else has got. So we've got them back in stock again.
It's amazing. I was reading it with Savan. We were going through it, and there's stuff in it that I just wouldn't have thought to include. This isn't like something that he's written in an afternoon. This is serious. I mean, the stuff in it is really, really gold. It's not a big book, by any means. There's no fluff in it, but it's got how to get the residency, who to talk to, the fee, when to mention the fee. It even reveals how much he charges and why he charges that much. How to figure out roughly how much a restaurant can afford.
£15 a gig.
And he also does. So he's also got this thing about the where to stand when performing from each table if they're in a row, so that everyone can see you, so that you can which table to do first. What how the approaching a table, all of this stuff that people keep asking questions and questions about.
Ooh, there you go.
So there you go. So where it's best to stand, because you've got these 2 tables
Have
that
a
we've
quick
seen
flip
as well.
Show some of the amazing work that Wayne has done in there.
So what have we got there?
Reasons they should book you.
Yeah. So that's where you should
Email
tell.
the venue. Keep going.
Yeah.
The follow-up. Contracts. See, that's something a lot of
actually-
people ask about, contracts and invoices and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
the copy's actually in here. So he actually gives you what's done the first night.
Be seen, be early.
Yeah.
The dreaded no.
There you go. So it's restaurant
It
layout.
is so much work put into this. So much work.
Tricks to do. Yeah, and just I mean, completely honest. How to deal with no's. How to deal with no from a table. How to deal with no when you're going to get through it. I mean, it's an absolutely wonderful book. I
It's
mean, I can't
gold
believe
dust.
how much. Yeah. I mean. Yeah, if you are thinking of getting a residency, even if it's in a nightclub rather than a restaurant, I highly recommend it. I think
You may look at that and go, oh, it's a thin book, there's not that much in it. No, this is everything you need to know. It's not a case of it's been filled out. A lot of books will have a lot of information that is well, it's excess information, it buffs it out. Well, this is just straight down to the point. All the crap taken out, down to a really good little book on that. So well worth it. Right, okay, we are running out of time. Do you know we've done 45 minutes already? So yeah, let's keep the comments down from now, guys, because we only got about 15 minutes left. What else are we going to talk about today?
We've got the SB watch in.
Ooh.
Which is probably best if you look on the website, really.
Yeah.
But there you go. But this is, I'm just going to show off. This is my favourite face.
Yeah.
Is the black one with the Roman numerals.
Yeah, let's get close on that again.
That's the nice one.
For those that don't know, do you want to tell people what it does briefly?
Yeah, well, Craig Petty did a brilliant review on it.
There you go.
So it's very similar to
Right.
all those other time prediction type effects.
Just so you know, Bob, sorry, just very quickly, I'm going to interrupt you there. Just the people who are looking at that going, oh my God, that watch face looks terrible. That is a protective film over the watch. It's a good watch face. Trust me.
Yeah, don't start saying in the back going, it's got a nasty film over it.
Yeah, go on.
Yep, so you get an app by Timesmith. So if you go to Timesmith, the best way to find it, you go on the Timesmith website. They're very clear about exactly how it works and what it does. And it's a brilliant, so it's all of an app which combines with this watch. It does actually work on other watches as well, but this watch is the most innocent looking one. And yeah, you can predict times. It works with dice.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, the dice thing's brilliant. So can you quickly explain to them what the dice thing does? The dice are an optional extra, by the way. You have to pay a lot more for the dice.
Yeah. So you roll the dice. So one would be an hour. You'd add them, or you add the numbers up to be an hour. You add the numbers up to be the minutes, and then the watch face will have that time on it.
Yeah, crazy.
Genius.
Absolutely.
So loads of stuff to do with it. But yeah, the Timesmith website's brilliant. The app, you can actually download a trial. So you can actually download the app and see what the functionality is beforehand. But and they're lovely watches. This is the best. I mean, I hate to say it.
Do check out Craig Petty's live show when he reviews it. Really good.
I would seriously buy that watch, even if it didn't have all the functionality. So it's very nice.
Cool.
So that's that.
Right. Jonas says, Marconic had a great production of a wine glass from an empty silk, no holder or jacket required, but unfortunately you couldn't produce it with liquid in the glass. Nevertheless, it's a wonderful production. Yeah, I played around with loads of different productions, everything from back palms to bottle productions to black art, and yeah, I just found Dove Productions was best for the way I performed. Raza says, sorry to hear about the bereavement, the bro dying. I hope that you're staying strong, so to speak. Raza, what's that about?
I don't know.
No idea what you're on about there, Raza. But thank you, Jason. Shane says, hey guys, what's up? I'll take one of those Rocky Raccoons on the counter. That's a dog. That's not a Rocky Raccoon. I presume that's what you're on about. Yeah. Yeah. Watch your face he makes when I stick my finger up his bum. Woo! Sorry, puppy. Sorry. David Williamson thing there.
Yeah. He's going, not again.
Is it, like that? Like that?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. You alright? Yeah. You woken up? Good boy. Josh says, I've been watching R.R. Kramer's streams on Twitch. They're so much fun to watch. There you go. Jason says, Alex has performed in the presence of a queen once or twice. I've seen the videos.
My Madame Jojo days are over, I'm afraid.
£2 to £3 an hour. That's very generous, says Jake. Yeah, I know. But that's only if we've got unlimited budget. Yeah. Chris Gillinder says, watch it, everyone. Watch it, Chris. Gerald says, hi, Dave and Alex. Don't know if this has been asked already, but Hood is the TNR.
But how is the...
Does he mean how is the TNR? Oh, well, if you're asking how it is, we've just talked about it. We've just done it. So yeah, I'm presuming you've already seen that then by now. Jason says, that's bloody brilliant. Well done, Rich. I'll be doing an interview with Richard about the TNR for next week's live, says Jason. Kevin Croom says, card underdog. Good call. Amber says, tell you what I should learn. You know the old cards for mouth? I should learn that from Aki's mouth. Here, Aki. Now the whole deck, you know. Poor Matt.
I'm just going to reset Tournament Store.
Matt Boskill says, hello, prop stars. Hope all is well in doggy land. Hello, Matt. We're very well, thank you. Amber says, in the dream shop, I hope there will be a sewing corner for me. I've done woodwork before, some metalwork, and had welding lessons from a friend years ago. Well, we actually have Mel, my prop maker, who is an expert sewer, and so, yeah, she's got sewing machines and, well, all kinds of other sewing devices. And Mel is also a very, very good metal worker. So Mel's dad is a metal working prop maker. So he does a lot of the metal working stuff for us. But Mel is also very good. She's been welding and stuff since she was about 8 years old. So yeah, so she's all very good on that as well. Jonas says, what is the reset time for TNR?
Seconds.
There you go. Mark says, late to the party today, sat watching with Rosie now. Aki, look, there's Rosie. Look, she's there. It's Rosie.
I must say, it also comes with
one of your brothers, sisters.
It also comes with a few duplicate cards, so you can get starting straight away. So
okay.
Yeah, it might be worth buying a one-way deck when you order them, of course. But there you go.
Hope you're getting some sleep with Rosie, Mark. I know it's like with Aki, a lot of times up in the middle of the night, every 3-4 hours. Roy says, has that dog been out partying all night? Sleeps all day. Yeah, don't you? Party animal. No, she's just running around the shop playing with everyone all day. It's when Mel and Mila are in. It's Mel and Mila that have a sleep during the day to catch up with all the work they've done with Aki. So how much are all those new tables, says Nemid? Okay, so the tables are, the deluxe one is 175, the wood one is 150, and the metal one is 140. So yeah, really good prices. Scott's order was shipped on the 5th, says Jason. So yeah, it should have been with you. So drop us an email, Scott. We'll look into it Monday, and if not, we can resend the order. Roy says, phone under Mac in dog's line of vision. Phones under Mac in dog's line of vision.
Is that your phone? I don't know.
No idea what you're on about there, Roy. Scott says, cool, thanks, Jason. Chris Gillender says, no dialysis here for me today, so I've got both hands to type more messages in Raza. Hey! David and Alex, what sort of things would you do differently as performers if you were starting out for pay with money stroke during lockdown compared to what you did back in your own gigging days, if possible, please? Starting out for pay with money stroke during lockdown. I presume you mean what is different with like online shows rather than well, Raza, I've not done any Zoom shows ever in my life, and I never plan to do one, so I've never even looked into that, so I don't know what I do differently. It's one of those things I have to sit down and have a think about it. But yeah, I would redo all my publicity. I redo my website. I'll keep my old website on hold, but I'll put a new website up, which is just purely a Zoom website showing all the screenshots of things I've done with Zoom clients and what I can offer them. I will probably have Zoom leaflets and sort of packs with information on that I can send out to potential clients. Yeah, and I would change all my Google advertising and other advertising for Zoom. Really, that's what I would do personally, just thinking about it now. But yourself, would you do anything different?
I think I'd have to come up with a concept for the Zoom show. So we had, so perhaps I might pretend to be a barman and people are coming into the pub or something like that, and pretend to get them drinks, go have a have a cocktail together or whatever. I'd have to have some sort of role. I mean, the idea of just sort of sitting at a card table. Performing Zoom magic in silence. I have to have some reason to be interacting with them, maybe encouraging them to do stuff themselves. Yeah, so I have sort of vaguely thought about what I would do if I was doing a Zoom show, but I haven't really got much interest in them. For me, it was all about going out and meeting the talent. I think when I first realised doing gigs was actually how little magic you can get away with doing if you're a nice guy and you chat to the people on the table.
Oh, absolutely.
You could almost do nothing. Yeah,
you want them to remember you and communicate with you. So one of the things I always said when I'm performing around tables is rather than doing 10 minutes at each table, I would go around the entire room with maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then I come back and do them all again with another 2 to 3 minutes, and then again. So by the end of the night, they see me and say goodbye 3 times. And it's one of those principles that if you meet somebody once, you remember them. If you meet them twice, you remember them more. But by the time you met them 3 times, they're a lot more vivid in your memory. So if you go to the table and you spend 3 minutes and you have a chat with them as well, by the time you come back, it's like, oh, the magician's back. Oh, hi guys, and they're giving you a welcome. And then when you say goodbye, it's like, oh, he's off again. And I'll try and come back later. And then they're talking about you while you've gone. So you've done one performance. Yeah. You're going to another table. They'll hear claps and they'll be talking about what they've just seen. And then by the time you come back the 3rd time, they're like, hey, he's back again. You're the 3rd time. They've talked about you twice before already, and they're going to talk about you again afterwards. So they spent a lot longer talking about you, so they're fresher in your mind. And then when you hand your business cards out at the end of the night, they're far more likely to take the card because they feel they know you. And as I said, if you communicated and had a joke and a laugh and just chatted with them, that is far more powerful than just doing a bit of magic and then going again. So yeah. Little tip for you then.
Yeah.
20 quid each, please, for that. 20 quid. Jason says 3. Ben Allen says, regarding the flash sandpaper, I was thinking something you could throw into a bowl that gave a flash without too much of a setup. Something you could throw into a bowl that gave a flash. Now, do you mean having an ignition source in there and you throw it in and automatically ignites, or do you want to put something in and then ignite it and it goes off? So many things to talk about on that, Ben. Drop us an email, mate. I'll help you out with that. There's plenty of things I can talk you through. Jeffrey says, Darren Brown is writing a new stage version of The Invisible Man for 2022. Awesome. Charlie Robinson, did you ever receive my email I sent last night about the reel? Did we?
Yes, we did, yep.
Oh, okay.
Did we not get back to you? Oh, okay.
We're sending them in a reel, aren't we?
Yeah, I think it's all, yep.
Cool. Mario says, it's funny you said Moby Dick because I was typing Moby Dick into Google and all I got results for Moby Dick. Yeah, type in Moby Dick but put it in speech marks. If you type something in Google, if you type for Moby and then Dick, you're going to find 1 Moby Dick and 2 things about Moby and 3 things about dicks. So you're going to get 3 results. But if you put it in speech marks, it'll only search for that exact phrase in between. So you should get it all the way up then. Stan Aries there. He says, hi guys, and Aki and Bobo. So Uncle Stan's watching Aki. He's asleep. Hello, Stan. I'll reply for Bobo. There you go. Jordan says, how do you spell that brass deck thing? Moby and Dick. Mario says, Josh Crayford link needed, please. Thanks. Like Moby Dick, but less phallic, says Jason. Roy says, when's nicest guy, besides Dave, who I ever met, laugh out loud, even if he did call me a dog. Nigel says, I imagine table hopping will be in demand after restrictions are lifted in the UK. Hopefully, the public will have an appetite for live entertainment. Looking forward to getting back on stage, Alex.
Yes. Yeah, nice
there was no question marks, so I'm not sure if that was a question or a statement, but yeah. I reckon things are going to go mad because all the corporate companies are going to be like, yes, we can have a party again now. We've got the budget. We haven't spent it in the last whatever. So yeah, let's have a double whammy, and I think it's going to go crazy for a few months during the summer. Ifty says, if you're buying the SB watch and are interested in dice, you should buy the spotted dice. You can also use a Marc Antoine kinetic dice too. Awesome.
Yep.
Do we have anything else to talk about today?
I was going to mention, we've got Up, which is it's a card that levitates. Unfortunately, I broke it just before demoing it.
Okay.
I did it on Mila. It made her giggle.
Okay.
It's quite nice. It's surprisingly nice. If you watch the trailer, I was prepared to think it was going to go straight in the bin.
I have no idea what it is. What's the effect?
So the effect is simply you get someone to hold their finger over the deck, and this card will pop up and meet their finger, so it's hovering above the deck.
Oh, okay.
And you click your fingers, it drops back down, and you can immediately hand it out.
Look forward to seeing that. Right, okay.
So I mean, it's quick, but it's novel. It works. It's not angle sensitive, as Mila pointed out. I do actually quite like it. But there you go. It's £25. Worth having a look at. One question by Ollie Mealing.
Again, I have no idea what that is.
Right. Well, you know the party game where I think we used to call it "What's My Name," where you'd each write a name of a famous person on a post-it note or a sticker, and you stick it on your forehead, and you'd go around and you ask questions.
Yep.
It's like that, but you get them to write a playing card on post-it note, and they stick it on your forehead. You ask them a question. It could be any question really. He asks them, what do they have for breakfast? They answer, and from that he goes through the deck of cards and he pulls out the card that they're thinking of, and it matches the one that's on their head. See in the trailer. The thing about this is it's a really nice routine, but it's just been done before. I can't really sort of say the originality, and actually I noticed that AFW has the same feature in it with a very similar routine.
Oh, okay.
So 10 years apart. So, but yeah, there you go. So that's on the website. Have a look at it. I'll do proper reviews someday.
Awesome. Right, we've got to finish up any minute now. So Razza says, oh, sorry, I thought I heard you saying that somebody died earlier. Sorry. Andy Tingley says £2 to £3 an hour. Surely Alex could give you more, Dave. I've been trying to get more over him for ages. Yeah. Jason says the strike team are ready with the enforcer to smash Razza's back door in. No one No, double entendre intended. Max Gibson says, hey fellas, just ordered Dave's sugar routine. Yeah, I like it, Max. Any problems, mate? Give us a shout, we'll help you out. Roy Browner says, jokes died now, but I was saying dog was staring at your phone under the Mac monitor like a guard. Oh, I see, right, okay, yeah. Keeping an eye on it. Yeah, I've trained her well to keep an eye on my phone, mate.
Him.
Yeah. Him. Shh. Bobo, she. I'm calling Bobo Aki and Aki Bobo at the moment, yeah. Jamie Hattie says, hello from Ashtabula, Ohio, Jim's daughter and assistant. Hello, Jamie.
Oh, hello.
Nice to have you joining us. Walter says, I hope you all have a great night, stroke weekend, stroke week. When do you change your time since we go to daylight saving time in Pennsylvania this Sunday? I have no idea when the clocks go back.
God, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, soon I hope. Roy says, bought a Funkin' ring off eBay, arrived and Funkin' broke. Or yeah, the Funkin' rings you buy now are all the German ones. Nothing against German engineering, but they're made in Germany. That's the only way I know them. I've searched everywhere for quality Funkin' rings, and there's only one manufacturer in Germany, and you can pay £4 or £40 for the same one, and they're good for about 5 or 6 goes, and they just fall apart. They are useless. The best ones are the ones produced by El Duco back in the day, but they were a 200 quid item. I've still got one at home. It's brilliant. Never fails. And you can see it in my show reel, in fact. Brian says, RE bowl stroke powder, potassium, and make sure the bowl has a bit of water in it. Well, that will self ignite. Don't do this really, he says. Mario says, cheers guys for answering all the questions. Most informative Magic Live. Top notch, you most welcome, Mario. Sebastian Blickley, yes, I made it. Bit late, mate, we're just finishing up. Jordan says, if someone can find the Moby Deck thing, could you DM me? Be much appreciated. Yeah, as I said, Jordan, they're not available anywhere to purchase, even from the creators Chaz Pro. They are just out of stock, but if anyone has one and they want it refurbishing, you saw the one I did on the website, that's £20 for the full refurbishment, and yeah, it'll look as good as new. So you can probably find them on eBay somewhere, or post them on Secondhand Magic or Magic Wanted or something. But yeah, you won't get it anywhere. Steve Falconer, hello mate. He says Dave's sugar routine is great. Thank you, Steve.
Is that
Andy
a
Lewis.
thorough review, is it, Steve? Come on.
Andy Lewis says clocks go forward 28th of March. No more comments, guys, please. It's gone 5 now. We do need to finish. Hans says, thanks, friends. Have a nice weekend. Be good. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. And Ottar says, an Alduku Funkin' ring recently sold for about €350. Wow, so sell mine. There we go. Right, guys, we're going to quit on the giveaway today, otherwise we are going to be far too late, but we'll make up for it and do one next week. But thank you all for joining us. As always, have a great weekend, and we look forward to being around next week. So, yeah, any last words?
Bye-bye.
Stay well. Bye.